Taylor Swift's story begins long before the stadiums, the lights, and the millions of voices singing her lyrics in perfect unison. It starts in a quiet town in Pennsylvania, where a young girl with big dreams and an even bigger imagination discovered that music could be a doorway into worlds she couldn't yet touch. Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13, 1989, on a Christmas tree farm in Reading, a place filled with rustic charm and peaceful landscapes. Growing up among the snowy fields and gentle sounds of nature, Taylor learned early that stories lived everywhere, hidden in laughter, heartbreak, hope, and even the simplest moments. She collected those stories like treasures, never knowing she would one day turn them into songs sung around the world. As a child, Taylor didn't just listen to music, she absorbed it. She watched videos of country legends like Shania Twain and Faith Hill and felt something powerful stir inside her. While other kids were playing outside, Taylor was writing poems and imagining melodies in her head. By the time she turned 10, she could feel destiny quietly tapping her shoulder. She started performing at fairs, festivals, and small local events, dressed in sparkly outfits with a guitar that seemed almost too big for her. Yet the moment she stepped up to the microphone, something magical happened. The stage became her home. Taylor's path was far from easy. When she traveled with a demo tape to Nashville at just 11 years old, she knocked on every record label door she could find. Most of them didn't even give her a chance. Some politely turned her away, others simply said boys her age weren't interested in hearing a girl play country music with a guitar. But Taylor wasn't discouraged. Rejection became fuel, and she returned to Pennsylvania more determined than ever. She practiced every day, taught herself guitar chords from a computer repairman, and wrote songs that sounded far too emotionally mature for someone barely in her teens. A moment came when her parents realized something extraordinary. Taylor wasn't just passionate, she was destined. They made a bold decision that would change her life forever. They moved the family to Hendersonville, Tennessee, so Taylor could be closer to Nashville, the heartbeat of country music. It was a sacrifice built on love and belief, and Taylor vowed never to waste the opportunity her family fought to give her. At 14, Taylor signed a music publishing deal, making her the youngest songwriter in Sony ADV's history. But she wanted more. She wanted to tell her own stories, sing her own truth, and carve her own path. That opportunity finally came when she signed with Big Machine Records. Taylor walked into her new chapter with a notebook full of lyrics and a fire in her heart. Her debut single, Tim McGraw, wasn't just a song, it was the beginning of a movement. It introduced a young girl with curly hair, a guitar, and a voice filled with sincerity. Listeners felt as if she was speaking directly to them. The song climbed the charts, and suddenly people everywhere were asking, who is Taylor Swift? Her self-titled debut album cemented her place in country music. With hits like Teardrops on My Guitar and Our Song, Taylor quickly became a household name. She didn't just sing about love and heartbreak, she captured the raw, real emotions of growing up, something millions of teenagers connected to instantly. Her second album, Fearless, wasn't just successful, it became a phenomenon. Songs like Love Story and You Belong With Me turned Taylor into an international superstar. Love Story brought Shakespeare to the radio, wrapped in a country pop melody that made it unforgettable. Fans didn't just listen, they sang it loud, believing every word. Taylor was no longer a rising star, she was shaping music, influencing culture, and redefining storytelling in songwriting. Fearless earned her 4 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, making her the youngest winner ever at the time. With fame came challenges and moments that tested her strength. At the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards, the incident with Kanye West interrupted what should have been one of the happiest moments of her career. But Taylor's grace in handling the situation won hearts around the globe. It became a symbol of her resilience, a reminder that even in chaos, she could rise with dignity and humility. Her journey evolved with each album. Speak Now showcased her ability to write every song herself, proving she wasn't just a singer, she was a writer, storyteller, and creator with unmatched vision. Red explored deeper emotional complexity, blending country roots with bold pop experimentation. Songs like All Too Well revealed a maturity and lyrical brilliance that critics and fans still praise as one of the greatest breakup songs ever written. Red became the soundtrack to heartbreak, healing, and self-growth for millions. Then came 1989, Taylor's full transition into pop music, a leap that many doubted but she executed with extraordinary confidence. The album exploded onto the world stage with hits like Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Style. It won Album of the Year at the Grammys, making her the first woman to win the award twice. Taylor had officially become one of the most influential artists of her generation. But her story wasn't just about music, it was also about battles fought behind the scenes. Her conflict over owning her masters became a global conversation about artist rights. Taylor's decision to re-record her albums, reclaiming her art piece by piece, was a bold and historic move. It showed her power, intelligence, and commitment to standing up not only for herself but for artists everywhere. Taylor's version became more than music, it became a movement celebrating empowerment and ownership. Her creativity reached new heights with Reputation, an album born from years of public scrutiny and media noise. Instead of breaking under pressure, Taylor reinvented herself. The album's darker, edgier sound revealed a fierce, unapologetic side. It was a reminder that even when the world tries to shape your story, you still hold the pen. Then came Lover, a breath of color, romance, and light. Folklore and Evermore followed, two sister albums born during the pandemic. They were poetic, introspective, and hauntingly beautiful. Taylor stepped into indie folk storytelling, proving once again that she could master any genre she touched. Folklore won yet another Grammy for Album of the Year, making her the first artist to win the award 3 times. And then came Midnights, a return to pop with a reflective twist. It broke streaming records, dominated the charts, and showed the world that Taylor Swift's evolution was far from over. Her songwriting became more introspective, her sound more refined, and her impact more profound. Beyond albums, Taylor's influence expanded into film, directing, activism, and philanthropy. She stood up for LGBTQ+ rights, spoke out about sexual assault, and used her voice to advocate for fairness and equality. She donated millions to education, disaster relief, and artists struggling during the pandemic. Her kindness often went unnoticed by the media, but never by the people she helped. Fans who received handwritten letters, surprise gifts, or personal messages from Taylor know she never forgot where she came from. Her connection with her fans, the Swifties, became one of the strongest artist-fan relationships in the world. Concerts weren't just shows, they were emotional journeys. The Eras Tour became the highest-grossing tour in history, filling stadiums with millions of fans across continents. Each show was a celebration of her entire musical journey, from the early country days to the global pop anthems. The world watched in awe as Taylor delivered 3-hour performances with unmatched energy, storytelling, and emotion. She didn't simply perform, she transformed the stage into a universe of memories, colors, and eras. But beneath the glitter and success, Taylor's humanity is what resonates the most. She has shared her vulnerabilities openly, heartbreaks, betrayals, insecurities, fears. She has written about loneliness in fame, pressure in the spotlight, and the struggle to be understood. Yet through every challenge, she found strength in creativity. Her music became therapy not just for herself but for millions searching for a voice that understood their emotions. From a small-town girl writing songs in her bedroom to a global icon redefining culture, Taylor Swift's journey is a testament to determination, authenticity, and resilience. She taught the world that dreams begin quietly but grow with belief. She proved that even when the world doubts you, your voice, your story, can rise above the noise. Today, Taylor Swift stands as one of the most influential and successful artists in history. She is more than a singer. She is a storyteller, a poet of human emotion, a symbol of empowerment, and a reminder that reinvention is possible at any age, at any stage. Her legacy continues to grow with every lyric, every melody, and every connection she forms with her audience. Her journey is far from over. The world continues to watch as Taylor reinvents herself again and again, each time revealing a new chapter, a new emotion, a new masterpiece. She carries with her the memories of a little girl with a guitar, the dreams of her teenage years, the strength shaped by her battles, and the love of millions who see themselves in her music. Taylor Swift isn't just a global celebrity, she is a phenomenon. A living story that continues to inspire, heal, and resonate. And as long as she keeps writing, the world will keep listening, finding pieces of themselves in the stories she so beautifully brings to life.